I'm Alice. I'm a nutritional therapist and I'm going to be doing a few bite-sized videos for Thyroid UK, and this is one of them. This is on gluten and the thyroid. So there has long been a link between celiac disease and hypothyroidism. In fact, if you have hypothyroidism, then you are far more likely, your risk rather of celiac disease is higher. But there's also very strong links between autoimmune hypothyroidism, so Hashimoto's, and gluten intolerance. So basically what seems to happen is that undigested gluten gets into the bloodstream due usually to poor digestive health, poor gut health, and then the immune system sees the gluten and mounts an immune response, and then there follows the autoimmunity. And it may well be that because the thyroid molecules and gluten molecules are very similar in shape, so this could be why the thyroid gets attacked when the body is thinking that it's gluten. So back to the suboptimal gut health and the reason why you might be letting gluten into your bloodstream. This is usually due to the intestinal lining having too much permeability. So you may have heard of leaky gut, and it's basically where the intestinal lining gets inflamed, and in certain parts of it actually gets holes that are too big and lets things like gluten into the bloodstream, and then you get this immune response. So celiac disease, back to celiac disease, is it's in the small intestine. It's autoimmunity within the gut, within the small intestine. But gluten intolerance can actually show its influence and its inflammation in many other places in the body. So places like joints, so we get joint inflammation, places like skin, so skin conditions like acne and eczema, the respiratory system, and even the brain. So yeah, and gluten also in itself is inflammatory. It's inflammatory for everybody, but some people will find it harder to deal with others, or harder to deal with the inflammation rather. So what do we do? How do we know if we are sensitive to gluten, if you have this gluten intolerance? Well, I would say if you have hypothyroidism, then it's really worth you doing an elimination diet. You can test for gene susceptibility, which will give you some more information as whether you're likely to have it. But these tests can be quite expensive. An elimination diet is only going to take you a month or maybe 2 months, where you cut it out completely, and then you'll just see the difference in your body. You'll see if your inflammation goes down. You'll see if some of your symptoms reduce, which I find with my clients happens pretty much every time. Symptoms like tiredness, like gaining weight, brain fog, these kind of seem to improve quite a lot. So, they stop gaining weight, they have more energy and a clearer head, and other symptoms as well, the long list of thyroid symptoms. So I hope you enjoyed my bite-sized quick look into gluten and the thyroid. I'm Alice, as I say. I can be found at Alice Godfrey Nutrition on Instagram and Facebook, and I also have a Facebook group called Get More Energy Thyroid Support for Tired Women. So maybe see you there.